Welcome, my fellow Marvelites, to my first live action video. I'm David Mejia, your host, and as you know, I'm the creator of the website Analysis by David, where I analyze comic books and movies and other things. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how much of an enthusiast I am for Marvel, all the things, memorabilias, items, and other things that I've collected from Marvel over the years. So to start off, I'm going to be starting with the Vault, which is a collection of Marvel things that I've collected over the years, and it's right to my left here. So I'm going to be taking out the items one by one, and we'll be talking about them. So to start off, Spider-Man game for PS4, which I got a few weeks ago. This game is actually phenomenal, and it is, I think, the definitive game for Spider-Man. We had the Spider-Man game for Xbox a few years ago, but we sold that, so we don't have it anymore. But this is the quintessential Spider-Man game that you want to play if you are a Spider-Man fan. I played it, I beat it on hard, I had a lot of fun with it, so I recommend this game to you guys. The Obsessed with Marvel questionnaire. So this book is actually just filled with hundreds and hundreds of pages, actually thousands of pages, of questions on Marvel heroes like the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Black Panther, X-Men, you name it. This is for the ultimate uber Marvel nerd. The Infinity War and Endgame magazines, which I bought right before Infinity War and Endgame both premiered. I gave them both to read. A lot of good questions. Pretty much they're just interviews on the cast of Infinity War and Endgame, and actually got me a lot more pumped for the movies. So next, I have 3 Marvel Cinematic Universe guidebooks. Pretty much they're just like summaries and quick, easy to get to know the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you haven't watched the movies, you get to know the characters in depth, the plots, the settings. It's basically it. You know, they just talk about the MCU in general. Next up, an Avengers Cup, which my mom-in-law actually gave to me. I don't think it was for a birthday or Christmas. I think it was just for... She just sent it because she knows I like Marvel. Next, we have a Marvel card and dice game. So once again, based on the MCU, it only goes up to Age of Ultron though, but it's fun. Basically, it just asks you questions, trivia questions, and based on the knowledge that you know, that's the points that you get, and that defines the winner. Next up, it's the Ultimate Marvel Encyclopedia. So it's got a lot of good information, you know, on the characters of the comics, you know, settings, devices, vehicles, weapons, places, pretty much everything and anything you need to know. It is not as descriptive, however, as the official Marvel handbook, which actually gives in-depth analysis on actual characters from A to Z. You go from Abomination to Zax to Daredevil to unknown characters that you never even heard of before. A Christmas stocking, which I got for Christmas, of course. It's got the Avengers on it. It's pretty nice. A tattered X-Men official handbook. This one is actually the oldest of the collection in my box. It actually used to belong to my brother Brandon, but he didn't want it anymore, so he gave it to me, and I kept it. And when I actually first read this book, I actually didn't know a lot of the characters that were in it, like a lot of the new X-Men. But years later, now I'm up to date, and I know most of the characters in this book. Avengers Monopoly. This game was a lot of fun. The first time we got it and we played it, me, my wife, and my brothers played it for hours. Started at maybe 11 p.m., played until 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a lot of fun. The Avengers calendar for 2019. So me and my wife got it before the start of 2019 and put it up. Some of the characters that are included in this are Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Star-Lord, Thanos, Black Widow, Groot. This has got Vision, Thor, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Hulk. Now this is unique. This is actually a type-up of all the MCU movies, the analysis, and how they all interconnect with each other. This is actually the rough copy and the foundation of what became my website, Analysis by David. This is the starting point. This is my baby, how it all began. Now this is cool. This is a Marvel poster collection. So you see the first Spider-Man issue, catching the first thug he ever stopped. There you see Green Goblin when he actually found out Peter's identity for the first time. Spider-Man No More when he gave up the mask. Jonah Jameson was just hounding Peter Parker so much that he just decided to stop. Spider-Man meets the Punisher for the first time. Now here, the Punisher actually thought Spidey was a criminal. It's pretty crazy, eh? This is when the Avengers fully formed for the first time after Captain America woke up from the ice. The Vision when he first came. Introduction of Black Panther. Ultron. The Michael Korvac saga. This guy was extremely powerful. The first major Avengers threat who actually beat the Avengers. Ant-Man and Hawkeye. If you watch the movie Civil War, you actually see during the airport battle when Hawkeye's like, when he says, "You holding on?" and Ant-Man says, "Yeah, you're good, arrow guy." The iconic Captain America socking Hitler in the mouth comic. The first arrival of Falcon. Daredevil issue 181. When Bullseye kills Elektra and devastates Matt Murdock. Doctor Strange versus Baron Mordo. Now you can see Eternity in the background. The Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family. The Coming of Galactus. There's Doctor Doom and the Silver Surfer. And Doctor Doom managed to steal the power cosmic from the Silver Surfer. There's the original Guardians of the Galaxy. There you see Yondu and his big fin.
In here we have the marriage of Vision and Scarlet Witch, which was attended by the Avengers, and with Dormammu in the background, as you can see there.
The giant-sized X-Men. Colossus, Wolverine, and Storm were actually part of the second generation of X-Men to join, along with Banshee and Nightcrawler, who's right there. The Grey Hulk. Hulk was actually great to start with, but because of the printing color, they decided to go with green instead. Wolverine and Hulk's first fight. There's another Hulk poster. Iron Man, Demon in a Bottle. This comic actually deals with Iron Man's issues with alcoholism. They actually they allude to this in the Iron Man 2 movie. There's a Thor comic. Ghost Rider. There's Moon Knight. Actually, he's more accurately closer to being the Batman of Marvel Comics than anyone else, even more than Daredevil. There's Nick Fury and his Howling Commandos. Luke Cage and Iron Fist, the Heroes for Hire. If you've seen the Marvel Netflix shows, you know who I'm talking about. The Secret Wars. The first major crossover in Marvel, actually. So pretty much what happens in there is some powerful cosmic being known as the Beyonder takes a group of heroes and a group of villains and tells them they're pretty much whoever comes out on top, whoever manages to kill the other first, shall have whatever they want. Thor versus Silver Surfer. There's Beta Ray Bill, who can actually take Thor one-on-one. When Beta Ray Bill first met Thor, they fought, and Beta Ray Bill actually came out on top. So Odin bestowed Beta Ray Bill with his own hammer, known as Stormbreaker. There's Ant-Man. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Wolverine's first issue. There's a classic X-Men, the original. You got Angel. You got Beast before his blue hairy beast form. You got Jean Grey, known as Marvel Girl. Cyclops, and Iceman. The Phoenix Saga, when Jean Grey became the Phoenix for the first time. The Dark Phoenix Saga. Days of Future Past. And then you see the Kree-Skrull War for the last one. And later this year, actually, they're coming out with a new graphic novel known as Empire, which is actually going to go into the history of why the Kree and the Skrulls were at war in the first place. Last but not least, in the vault is this book cover. It's got stickers of Marvel characters on it. And this actually goes with this book right here, which I took off because it was annoying me. But basically, what I do inside this book is I write and summarize all the comics that I read, which are right behind me. I have about 100 back here. I got great classics like Age of Apocalypse, Days of Future Past, Old Man Logan, World War Hulk, and I have about 100 more that I'm planning to collect. Yeah, they cost a lot of money, but hey, I wouldn't have got them if I couldn't afford them. So see here, right here, I'm currently on summarizing the Avengers vs. X-Men graphic novel. I've already read it, now I'm just putting it into my book. Okay, so if you come over here to my bed, you can see we have a few clothes, some Avengers merchandise over here, Marvel merchandise. Here we have a Moon Knight shirt that actually belongs to my wife. I got it for her birthday or Christmas. I think it was Christmas, yeah. If you come over here, it's just a couple of Marvel socks. I actually have about 13 more pairs of these, Avengers related. Over here, our Avengers Infinity War sweaters. Me and my wife each have one. We ordered it through the mail. We wear it anytime there's a Marvel related event, such as Comic Cons, anytime we go to the movie to watch a Marvel movie, and of course I wore it to the Avengers Endgame premiere. And now if you go to this wall, up here, you can see the Avengers Infinity War poster. It's got all the movies on it up to Avengers Infinity War, so it does not include Captain Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Endgame, or Spider-Man Far From Home. As you can see, it's got the signatures of all the actors. It's a copy, of course. That's pretty rad. And if you go behind, there's another Marvel poster. It's the modern official poster that Marvel's come out with. There are no X-Men on it, or Fantastic Four, of course, because of the issues with 20th Century Fox and Marvel Studios and the characters that they own the rights to. And if you go onto the wall just slightly to the right, yep, you can see the Avengers 2020 poster, and just a little Easter egg. You see my cool Shenron drawing right there from Dragon Ball Z. I'm also a big Dragon Ball Z enthusiast, guys. So here we have the MCU Blu-ray collection. We have the complete collection in its own order, of course, chronologically. Here we start with Iron Man, which came out back in 2008. And then we have the Incredible Hulk. Then we have Iron Man 2. We got Thor here, which we got on 3D. Captain America, the First Avenger. We got the Avengers here, which did not come in the actual official Blu-ray box, but it's in here. And it's in 3D as well. Here we got Iron Man 3, which for quite some time I strongly opposed to owning due to the ridiculousness of, the Mandarin in it. But we had to get it just to have the complete collection, This is our Thor: The Dark World box. The disc is in there. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, one of the best Marvel MCU movies there is. Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron. This one took me quite some time to warm up to, but eventually I warmed up to it. Ant-Man, Captain America: Civil War. This is what made me jump on board towards being the Marvel fan that I am today. And in starting my Marvel collection, Civil War, the graphic novel, was actually the first one I ever collected after watching this movie. Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Everyone was excited when it was announced that Spider-Man was coming towards the MCU and that Sony and Marvel had made a deal. Thor: Ragnarok, Black Panther, really good movie. Avengers: Infinity War, which we actually have on steel case. Had to get on steel case, come on. Ant-Man and the Wasp, followed by Captain Marvel, and then Avengers: Endgame, also on steel case. And Spider-Man: Far From Home, finally. That's all, guys. That's my video for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have any questions, just post them in the comments below. The video will be up on Facebook, YouTube, and on my website. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.